Hey everybody, it's Nerdicam doing a comic review today, and yes, I bought 2 copies of Black Panther 1. Um, I was thinking I was going to hang on to this one and put this one in the little library near where I pick up Nerdicam Jr. from daycare. Turns out they're both going to go in, because they're... So, getting off that, I don't want to do too many spoilers. So this is the new Black Panther reboot, which has been rebooted like 3 times in the past, I guess 3 or 4 years. This is part of the Fresh Start, Marvel's Fresh Start, which was basically just a reshuffling of a lot of the writers that we weren't buying and we weren't really interested in before. It wasn't really a fresh start. It was just like moving writers to different books, but somehow Ta-Nehisi Coates wound up right back in this reshuffling. He wound up right back on the same book that he's been writing for a couple years, that has been rebooted and canceled and rebooted and canceled, and now it's being rebooted. But yeah, that's where we are with this. I gotta admit, I was kind of interested in this coming out, this restart, because what this does, the premise is it takes Black Panther and it puts him out in space, out in deep space. And I was kind of interested to see what Ta-Nehisi Coates, when you take the character that Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing and you remove him from the slavery, the history of slavery, and if you remove him from Earth and all the prejudices and racism and slavery of Earth, I was kind of interested to see what he would write about. Plot twist, he writes about slavery in space. Okay, so comes up, apparently there's this, I don't know if this is the future or what, but I think this is the future. So there's like a branch of Wakandans who's kind of went off into space, and they started a colony, and it was a tiny little colony, and they just kept going and going, and then now they're like a huge colony that's conquered like five galaxies. And here's the thing: if they're so huge, how come we've never heard of them? We've heard of the Shi'ar, we've heard of the Kree, and we've heard of the Skrulls, but we've never really heard of these space Wakandans. But that's something in lore. So he wakes up, he's a slave, and he has no memory. I don't know how he got to this. I don't know if there was like a prelude episode or prelude issue, but apparently he's on a slave ship. He's down with the slaves. He keeps having memories of Storm? Is that Storm? I don't know if that's Storm or not. Blah, blah, blah. He wakes up. He has no memory, but he still remembers how to fight. And he basically just rebel. And it goes through like 6 pages of just him running from the guards. Pretty easy writing. He really doesn't have to do a whole lot of dialogue. It's just like 6-7 pages of just him running, and then he gets captured and thrown back in with the other slaves. Then he fights another one of the slaves, because this one thinks he's the boss of the slaves, and yeah. Now that I redo this, so he gets rescued by these Wakandans, the space Wakandans, and this is, now that I'm doing this review, this is painfully repetitive and painfully just predictable and boring. So he joins up with these Wakandans. He doesn't know they're Wakandans. They don't know who he is. But this lady, where is she? This lady right here basically names him after himself, and she doesn't know who he is, and I'm not really sure how he got here, but that's it. That's Ta-Nehisi Coates still doing Black Panther. It's just bland. It really is. It's hard to believe that, Black Panther hit the movie theaters, and the Black Panther movie was dope. It was so good. And it was written so differently. I saw, I was watching the credits of that movie, and there was a special thanks to Ta-Nehisi Coates in the credits of that movie. And as I'm watching his name scroll up, I'm like, why? His writing is so different than the writing of that movie. I don't know why they would be thanking him. The movie was great. The movie and the writing and the characters were great. Ta-Nehisi's just it's all goes right back to, hey, remember slavery? Hey, remember racism? That's all of his writing at Marvel Comics, and it's dull. I mean, it doesn't even seem like he's interested in it anymore. So I guess this will be rebooted again in maybe 5 or 6 issues, maybe 10. I'm guessing 10. He'll get to 10. Because he's not really he's not really measured on success of selling comics. Yeah, but that's my review of this. I'm Nerdicane. You can hit me here. Tell me what you think of this if you've read it already. Yeah, these are going to go in the little local libraries for kids in the area. Maybe they'll like it. They haven't read these stories 1,000 times already, but maybe they'll like it. Maybe they'll get into comics. But thanks for watching. That's all I got for this one. I'm going to be moving on to a couple other books. I'm going to do a review on this one. I read it already. It's dope. Plot twist. It's dope. Thank you, Larry Hama, for still being a good writer. That's all I got for this one. Don't buy it. Bye.